Hey guys, I am back with another brand new video. In this video, I'm going to create a nice and simple social media lower third animation inside of DaVinci Resolve Fusion that you can use in your video to promote your social media handle with your audience. So I am Vikash for Skyline Motions, and without any further ado, let's take a new project and get started. Alright, so before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon, and also hit the like button if you like this intro. And let's do some basic setting and get started. So click on this setting button and set the size of this project 1920 by 1080, and I'm gonna go with 30 frame per second. So I'm going to select this value 30, and I'm going to set this playback frame rate equal to this timeline frame rate. So set this value 30 and click on save. Now I'm going to create this motion graphics inside of this Fusion page. So we have to take a new Fusion composition. So just go to this media pool, right click on that and click on this new Fusion composition. And I'm going to call it Facebook. Set this frame rate 30, duration make it 5 seconds long. Click on create and drag this Fusion comp on this timeline just like that. And then go to your Fusion page. So just drag this media out to the side for now. And let's start by creating a background node. So click on this button and add a background node. Hit F2 on the keyboard to rename and call it background. Just drag this background to the viewer, make it pure white. And now I'm going to create a shape. So for that, I'm going to use a reference image. So just go to this media pool, right click on that, click on this import media. And I'm going to use this reference image that I have given a link in the description. So just go to the link and download this reference if you want and click on open. And just drag this reference on this flow window, drag it to the viewer. Let me tell you guys, I'm using this reference image because I don't want to waste much more time in the tutorial, but you can create this shape by yourself. Now, let's take a polygon node, close this media pool for now. First of all, we have to remove automatic keyframe from this polygon. So just go to this text and right click on that and click on this remove polygon 1. And then we have to create this shape according to our reference. So hit Control and scroll up to zoom in. All right, now let's create this shape also. So we have to take one more polygon node. So just drag this polygon and let's remove this automatic keyframe. So right click on that, click on remove polygon. Let's remove this reference image. Go to media pool and just delete this reference image for now. And close this media pool. All right, and now this is our background. So I'm going to use this polygon 1 for this background. So just connect it like this. And now we have a shape just like that. And now we have to take one more background node that is going to be our logo color. So just drag this background, hit F2 on the keyboard, call it logo color. Hit OK. And now I'm going to use this polygon 2 for this logo color. And let's do one more thing. Just right click on this flow window, go to arrange tool and turn on this grid snapping. That will help you to keep this node clean and organized. This is our second shape. And now let's import our social media logo. So just go to this media pool, right click on that, click on this import media. So I'm going to use this Facebook logo and I have given a link in the description. So just go to the link and download these icons if you want and click on open. Or you can also download these logo from the Google and just drag this Facebook logo on this flow window, hit F2 on the keyboard and call it Facebook. All right, and now I'm going to merge this Facebook logo with this logo color. So close this media pool and take a new merge node. So just drag this merge on this flow window and here we have 2 points The first one is for background and the second one is for foreground. So I'm going to use this logo color as a background. So connect this yellow background point with this logo and green foreground point with this Facebook logo. All right, and just drag this merge one to the viewer. And now I want to adjust this logo according to our shape. So we have to take a new transform node just after this Facebook. So select this and add a transform node just after this Facebook logo. And now we can adjust the size, rotation and position of this logo by using this transform. So I'm gonna set this logo just like that. Just set this round figure value 0.35 or maybe 0.33. Now it's looking perfect. And after that, I'm gonna animate this logo. So just go to on frame number 30, which is equal to 1 second according to 30 FPS, and select this transform and just go to this inspector window. And here we have size parameter and angle. So I'm gonna animate both. So just right click on size, click on animate, or you can also click on this diamond button to create a keyframe. And I'm going to animate this angle also. So right click on this angle, click on animate, and then go to very first frame of this animation. And I'm going to set this angle rotation -90 and set the size to 0. And now we have an animation just like that, but right now we have a linear animation. So I'm going to make it smoother. So just go to this spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard, check this size, click on fit, select these both keyframe, hit S on the keyboard to smooth, set the CTI at very first frame of this animation, hold this handle and just drag it like this and create a nice smooth curve, and do the same thing for this angle. So uncheck this size and check this angle, click on fit, select this both keyframe, hit S to smooth, hold this handle and just drag it like this and create a nice curve, and close this spline window. And now we have smooth animation, as you can see. Now select this logo color and change this logo color according to this Facebook logo color. So just go to this inspector window and here is color picker. So just drop it on this section, and now we have a complete Facebook logo just like that. And now I'm going to merge this shape with the background. So we have to take a merge node, and I'm going to use this background as a background and this output as a foreground. So connect this foreground green point with this merge one and yellow background point with this background, and just place it like this and drag this merge to the viewer. And now we have something like this. And now I want to animate complete shape, logo and the logo color. So we have to add a transform node just after this merge one output. So select this one, add a transform node and select this transform 2, and now we can animate the complete shape. All right, but I want to animate from the center of this shape. So what we have to do, we have to change this pivot point. So select this transform and here is pivot. So hold left mouse button and drag this value, and I'm going to change this pivot point in the center of this shape just like that. And now we can animate from the center of this shape. So just go to on frame number 90, drag this complete shape right over here, and now I'm going to animate this center. So right click on center, click on animate at frame number 90, which is equal to 3 seconds, and go back to on frame number 30, which is equal to 1 second, and just drag this complete shape over here just like that. And now we have an animation which is looking like this. All right, but right now we have a linear animation, so make it a smoother. So go to a spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen, and for this time uncheck this transform 1 and check this transform 2 only, click on fit button, Select these both keyframe, hit S to smooth, set the CTI at very beginning of this animation at frame number 30, hold this handle and create a nice smooth curve. Close this spline window, go to first frame and let's play this. Alright, so we have an animation just like that. And after that, I'm gonna animate this white background shape. So just go to on frame number 90 and select this polygon 1 and right click over here and click on animate and go to very first frame of this animation and select these both control point by holding shift. Hold this point, hold shift and just drag it over here. And now it's looking just like that. So make it smoother. So go to spline window, hit F4 to full screen. And this time uncheck this transform 2 and check this polygon 1 only. Click on fit button, select these both keyframe, hit S to smooth, set the CTI at very beginning of this animation at frame number 0. Hold this handle and just make it smoother. Alright, and close this spline window and go to first frame and let's play this. Alright, so it's looking much more interesting. And now we have to take a text node. So just drag this text on this flow window and let's type like on Facebook. Select a black color. And now I'm going to merge this text with the background. So we have to take a merge node, hold shift on the keyboard and attach this merge just like this. All right. And now we have a green point. So connect this green point with the text. And now let's adjust the size of this text. So let's down the size a bit. I'm going to align this text on left side. So click on this button, left align, and I'm going to set this text right over here, just like that. Now let's type our Facebook URL. So we have to take one more text node. So just drag this text on this flow window and hit F2 on the keyboard and call it URL. Hit OK. And now let's merge this URL. So take another background node, hold shift on the keyboard and attach this merge just like that. And connect this green foreground point with this URL. And let's type your Facebook URL. Pick this black color. Let's down the size a bit. Align it to the left side. And just place it like this. And now we have to add a mask for this text. So select this polygon, hit Ctrl C to copy, hit Ctrl V to paste, and I'm going to use this polygon as a mask. So hit F2 on the keyboard and call it mask. And just connect the output of this mask with this URL and connect the output of this mask with this text also. All right. And now let's adjust the timing of this mask. So select this one, go to spline window, hit F4. And for this time, check this mask only, click on fit button, select these both keyframe. And I'm going to create a time gap of 1 second between this shape and the mask. So select these both keyframe and go to on frame number 30, which is equal to 1 second. Hold this keyframe, hold shift and just drag it on frame number 30. Now we have something like this, as you can see, and close this spline window. And let's do one more thing. Just select this background and polygon 1, hit Ctrl C to copy and paste it over here by hitting Ctrl V. Now select this background, hit F2 on the keyboard and call it a stroke. And now let's merge this stroke with the background. So take a new background node, hold shift on the keyboard and attach this just like that, and connect this green point with this stroke. Just drag this merge 5 to the viewer and select this merge 5 and just drag it down a bit just like that. And now let's do some adjustment. So select this polygon, uncheck this solid box and create a stroke thickness. So I'm going to set this border width value 0.01. All right, and now we have something like this, which is looking much more interesting. And just drag this merge to the viewer, and as you can see, we have something like this. Now we have to add a drop shadow effect over here. So I'm gonna add a drop shadow effect just after this transform too. So hit Control plus a space bar and search for drop shadow. So this is our drop shadow, hit add button, hold shift on the keyboard and attach this drop shadow just after this transform to, just like that. Select this drop shadow and let's do some setting. So I'm going to set this value something around 0.05. I'm going to set this blur value 0.3. All right, so it's looking much more interesting. Just go to very first frame of this animation. Now I'm going to animate this section also. So we have to add a transform node just after this merge. So select this merge and add a transform node. And now we can adjust the size and angle of this shape, but we have to animate from the center of this shape. So select this transform and change this pivot point in the center of this shape over here. So just go to on frame number 10 and right click on size, click on animate and go back to very first frame of this animation, and let's down the size to 0 and go to spline window and make it smoother. So uncheck this polygon 1, uncheck this mask and check this transform 3 only, and click on fit button. Select these both keyframe, hit S to smooth, hold this handle and create a nice smooth curve. Click on fit button and we have an animation just like that. Select this transform 3 and add one more transform. Just drag this transform to the viewer. Now by using this transform 4, you can adjust the size and position of this whole animation just like that. All right, and finally we have to connect this media out with the final output just like that, and then go to your edit tab, and here we have our animation as you can see, and you can also customize the whole animation. So I want to change this Facebook to Instagram. So what we have to do, just select this fusion composition, hit Ctrl C to copy, hit Ctrl V to paste, go to fusion page, and let's change the logo first. So we have to import a Instagram logo, and I'm going to use this Instagram logo. Just drag this Instagram on this flow window and just delete this Facebook and connect this Instagram logo with this transform 1. All right, and now let's adjust the position of this logo in the center of this shape just like that. And now I'm going to change this color for Instagram. So just select this logo color and let's create an Instagram theme. So for that, I'm going to use a reference. So right click on this, click on import media, and I'm going to use this Instagram logo color. So click on open and just drag it on this flow window. Click on this double viewer, close this media pool and just drag this Instagram logo on this first viewer and select this logo color. Change this type solid color to gradient, and here we have gradient points. So hold this first point and set it over here, and hold this second point and set it right over here. All right, and highlight this first point, pick this color picker and pick this color, highlight this second point, pick this color picker and pick this pink color, and it's looking like an Instagram theme. And we have to delete this reference. Click on this single viewer and just select this text one and let's type follow on Instagram. And then go to your edit tab, and here we have an Instagram lower third, as you can see. Now you can place this lower third on any background. So let me show you. Just drag this composition on this second layer and let's import image or video file. So I'm using this image, open it up, just drag this image on this timeline, set it just like that. And now turn off the visibility of this composition first and select this image, go to inspector window, and let's fit this image according to our composition size. Right click on this and convert it into a fusion clip. Now I'm going to do some adjustment with the image. So go to fusion page, select this media in, add a color corrector node, and I'm going to down this gain value. And then go to your edit page and turn on the visibility of this composition, and as you can see it's looking like this. And now let's take a look.